here I am in the halls of South by Southwest, knee-deep in the South by Southwest interactive part of the conference. And, well, today is everything that it should be. It's just a day of challenges. I'm going away to pick that up now. But before I do that, one application I just want to mention, and that is Data Quota. It's an open source application available from Google Base, and what it does, it gives you a graphical representation of the data you've used, plus how long you've got left in your, well, it's set up for a month of data, but I've told it that my last billing date is the day that I fly away from America. So it gives you these two graphical representations, and you can clearly see how much data you've been using and how much you still have left on your account. Useful tracker. So from that, I'm using about 2 to 2.5 megabytes of data a day, which if you stick that up and multiply it by 30, then I'm using 75 meg of data out of my 100 meg of data. So if I was using this monthly, actually it's still well within the limits. As it is now, I know that I can safely post up more pictures, I can do a lot more connections, I can do a lot more web access through the Opera Mini browser, still well comfortably within the sort of 3.3 megabytes daily limit that I've actually assigned myself to be a real world 1 month. Of course, with 6 or 7 days left, I can go 10 or 11 meg of data still quite comfortably. So is 100 meg of data enough to stay connected and do stuff? Well, so far it is. But I suspect that might change when I hear what the challenges are. Thanks, Stig. So another All About Symbian Video Diary challenge here. Let's see what we have today. Right then. Eat, drink and be merry, for tomorrow we die. South by Southwest is known as being the playground of the social media networks, from Twitter and Facebook through the new entrants Foursquare and Koala, not forgetting email, MySpace and all the other ones. Social networks drive these events, and that's true. The amount of talk about them and people getting people to check in and use Twitter and so on, huge, absolutely huge, bigger than any other conference, partly because of the concentration of geeks. I suspect when music turns up, it'll become a little bit less. Anyway, we would like you to eat, drink and be merry. We would like you to find a party and have someone buy you a drink. We need you to consume some media, and we need you to play the latest and greatest location-based service, Foursquare, inside all of the 100+ venues here at South by Southwest. Right, that makes it not quite interesting is the word, because but it does make it eminently predictable. Getting online for all these social networks, we can use the browser on the phone, so like things like m.facebook.com and so on, or we can use them full blown in the web browser. That's going to really hit the data. What I'm going to use, and I suspect that this video is going to sound like a bit of a plug, but it just shows how genuinely useful it is I'm going to use the classic application Gravity. Now this has Twitter support, it has Facebook support, it now has Foursquare support in there as well. It's a download from the Ovi store for $10, which still keeps me inside that $250 budget that we have, or $180 for the phone, $40 for the data, $15 for the card, $10 for Gravity. Leaves me $5 left over, so we're still within there. It also, interestingly, from the last version, allows gzip compression server side. That means that less data is transferred. It's compressed, pulled down, and then expanded out on the phone again. And when we're on a limited data plan, that is going to be vital. Also, uniquely amongst many of the Twitter clients, is you can switch off all the graphics, all the avatars, and it gives you a digital counter as well of how much data you've used. Of course, we already have that on the phone as well, but I'm going to use that, get it on the phone through the Nokia Ovi store, pull that down and get on with the challenges. So let's take another one of those challenges now, which was play Foursquare. Now Foursquare itself, location based, it's trying to be a game. The idea is you tell it where you are, and you can collect badges and you can find out where people are. Maybe they're all in one bar, which is a good thing in Austin and South by Southwest this time of year. But all the challenge said was play Foursquare. So with me now, over there, are the Foursquare team, and they're playing Foursquare. So I believe that my challenge requires me to do something incredibly stupid and incredibly dangerous in a minute. That counts, doesn't it? 1, there we go, I've played Foursquare. Okay, next challenge. So here we are in Austin. The day events at South by Southwest are finished. It's part 2 of this second challenge, which is to go out and find a good party. So what we're going to do, well, what I've actually already done before I started the camera, was take the 5230 and the delights that is Gravity, as previously mentioned. Now, something I've already set up on Gravity, if we go there into the groups and lists, I actually have a list of my South by Southwest friends, people I know, who I trust their judgment at South by Southwest, so I can pop in that list and see all the tweets that they're doing, get a rough idea of what's happening, and from that we've been able to ascertain that the dig party is huge as usual, and a little bit uninspiring and absolutely packed, and it appears that at least 3 of my friends have decided to move on and are heading for barbecue at Stubbs. Now, unlike Foursquare, this isn't where they are now, it's where they're going to be in the future, and that is where I'm heading now. A little bit Texas barbecue with some friends. So here we are at Stubbs, where everybody seems to be on Twitter, and the sort of thing you can do when you send to the Twitter is, "Hi, could somebody in there buy me a drink?" Watch this. Hey, so we have good friends here. Eston here. Eston, of course, is behind the great viral game
Spymaster,
which basically pollutes Twitter like hell. So I think that counts as me finding something not useful, but partying and challenging and stuff. And he brought me a drink, so we like it. Cheers, Eston.
cheers.
Stubbs is over, and it's going to be carrying on through the streets of Austin with some music playing. There we go, there. I have no idea who his Twitter handle is, but he'll be there for the rest of the time. Right then, last part of the challenge, which is basically to go and find some media to consume, some food to consume. I'm not quite sure. This is the drink part of Eat, Drink and Be Merry. So I have an idea. What I've done is I've checked with Foursquare, and there's been a stream of logins in the last 5 or 10 minutes or so at Brush Square. So something is going on there, which is just outside the convention centre. There's a big marquee set up there, lots of special events going on. So let's trust Foursquare. Again, using Gravity, which uses the API. All this open access data allows you to pretty much pull in applications from one web service and stick it in your applications and use that again and find out what is going on at Brush Square. So here we are, followed the crowd, seen the massive names and everything on Twitter, and we are here at Dorkbot in Brush Square Park late on the night of South by Southwest. Dorkbot is basically a group of people who end up building stupid things and doing crazy things with them. In other words, people who I really like. Just in the background behind this crowd there, we have the world's first orchestra performed by Tesla Coils, and they're about to give us an absolutely fantastic, rousing number to finish off this All About Symbian video podcast. We'll be back again with the next one and the last challenge midweek. You can leave the comments at www.allaboutsymbian.com, and let's leave with a little bit of Tesla coil action. Ta-ra!